Hi, this is Anil. In this video, I'll talk about what is Kotlin. Kotlin is actually statically typed programming language and it supports multi-paradigms, both function and object-oriented programming paradigms. It was created by JetBrains and the Kotlin can be used in server-side applications like Spring Boot and Android mobile applications. And wherever we use Java, we can use Kotlin. Also, Kotlin can be compiled to JavaScript, so we can use in web browsers. Also, the Kotlin is a free and open source programming language. Now we'll talk about why Kotlin. Kotlin is easy to understand and use. Also, Kotlin is very concise. That means if you write a program in Java, it is very verbose. The same thing we can achieve in Kotlin with fewer lines of code. And also, Kotlin is safe and you'll never get a null pointer exception in Kotlin. And it is also fully interoperable with Java. Now we'll talk about tools. In order to write Kotlin program, first we need to install the JDK because Kotlin is JVM-based language. Then we need to install the Kotlin compiler. Once we write the source code, we can compile that file using the Kotlin compiler. That will be converted into bytecode. That bytecode will run on JVM. If you want to use the IDE, IntelliJ supports the Kotlin out of the box, and also we have the Eclipse plugin for Kotlin. If you install the Kotlin, then we can use the interactive shell that is called a REPL, and also we can use the IntelliJ for converting the Java code into Kotlin. That is an inbuilt feature of the IntelliJ IDE. Before writing simple hello world program, we have to understand few points. The main method need not be inside the class. We can write directly main method in a Kotlin file and we can run it. Function is declared with the function keyword, and whenever we create a variable, the data type comes after the variable declaration, and the compiler infers the data types. In order to write Kotlin program, first you need to install the JDK, and I hope you have already installed JDK, and also you need to install IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition or Ultimate Edition. After that, click Create New Project, and here you have to select the Kotlin project and JVM IDEA. Click Next. I'll create Hello World project. Click Finish. In the source, we can directly create the Kotlin file. You don't need to create the Kotlin class. Create the file called Hello World. The extension is .kt, and here we can directly write function and execute in Kotlin. We don't need to create any class. For that, we have two main functions. Function starts with keyword fun, and if you want to create a function, we have shortcodes for this one. One is without arguments, one is with arguments. And here it is not giving any. Here you can write the println. Just I close the project, and yeah, there is some problem with IT. Now it is recognizing. Just write the println hello. If you want to run, you can now run hello world. Now you can see the hello world is printed on the console. But internally, in the background, what is happening is when you run the hello world.kt, if you see edit configuration, it creates a class called hello world kt. Inside the class, this main method will be called. Internally, Kotlin creates all these things. We don't need to worry about that. And if you want to create any function, you can create function my function, and you can write println hello world. Here, if you don't write the return type, by default, it is void. In Kotlin, that is called unit. And also, if you want to call this function, you can call my function from here. The semicolon is an optional in Kotlin. If you want, you can put. Otherwise, we don't need. One thing we need to remember is always the data types are mentioned at the end of the variable declaration or end of the method declaration. Thanks for watching.